Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Shark Tank. We are getting set here for regular season game number 7 between your Barrie Junior Sharks and the visiting Waterloo Junior Ravens. This will be the 7th game, as I said, of the regular season for the Barrie Sharks, and for the Waterloo Ravens, it is their 4th game. Now, their previous game was against the Barrie Junior Sharks last Sunday down in Waterloo, and that ended in a 3-2 loss. Unfortunately, the Sharks held in and were ahead into the third period, took a couple penalties late in the game, and gave up a couple of power play goals to lose the game 3-2. So they're looking to bounce back into the win column today. My name is Cheryl Gilroy, along with Tech Director Tim Norton and my cameraman Josh McCann. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into Shark Tank and onto the live stream here. We're happy to bring the action to you. Starting lineup for your Barrie Junior Sharks: in net, number 74, Ava Zador. On the defense, number 27, Ella Lloyd, and number 44, Kathleen Dion. On forward, number 18, Riley Scorgi, number 29, Jenny Keller, and number 47, Shannon Pearson. Starting lineup for the Waterloo Ravens: in net, number 33, Caitlin Earl. On defense, number 4, Grace Collins, number 10, Lauren Sauvé, and on the forward line, number 7, Samantha Snyder, number 14, Emma McCubry, and number 16, Sarah Forwell. As I said, the last game for each of these teams was against each other last Sunday. From here, the Sharks have another home game here tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock as they welcome in the Stony Creek Sabres. Waterloo is at home tomorrow as they welcome in the Ottawa Lady 67s. After that home game tomorrow, the Junior Sharks do hit the road for a number of games against Central York, London, Windsor, and Bluewater. And then they've got 2 back-to-back home games on October the 26th and October the 27th. Definitely looking forward to that. 2.5 minutes left in warm-up, and then we'll get set here for our player announcements and the national anthem. It is a beautiful fall day outside. I don't know what it's like wherever you guys are watching, but it's a beautiful fall day, bright and sunny, and all the leaves are turning colors. I love this time of year as we get set to move from summer into fall and into winter, and I love the beginning of the hockey season because it gets me all excited to see where all my teams are going to go. I do call U18 AA as well as juniors, and we're going to have a U18 AA stream tomorrow at 12:30, so I'm very excited about that, as well as the Junior Sharks stream right following that, right here in the Shark Tank. So I'm very excited. I'm so happy it's fall. And as I look out on the rink, I see that our ladies have got their pink laces on. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the ladies are getting in the spirit with their pink laces. I don't see a whole lot of pink tape, but I do see pink laces, and that's awesome. I love how players get in the spirit of that. I'm so excited about today's game. I know the Sharks really want to get back in the win column after the loss last week in Waterloo. They're currently holding down 8th place. Waterloo is sitting a little bit lower than that only because they haven't played as many games, and their only win is against the Barrie Junior Sharks. So I'm sure they're looking at improving their record as well. I'd like to welcome in all the viewers who are watching and rooting for the Waterloo Junior Ravens. Welcome onto the live stream if you're watching. Happy to have you along. Final minute of warm-up here, and we'll get set here for player introductions and our national anthem. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the live stream. I will let you know that we have a couple of scratches for today. Number 10, Sonia Mena, and number 77, Adrielle Charette are out of the lineup, as well as number 34, Aaliyah Sutton. And we do have 2 call-ups, number 66, Maylee Winter, and number 55, Gabrielle Willard, and they are joining us from U15 AA. I'd love to see all the call-ups here and see what kind of action they can get and how often they touch the puck, and see if they can't make a difference while they're up here playing for the junior squad. Clearing out the nets here, and they'll have their individual powwows about their net, and we'll get set here for the national anthem. Oh my goodness, it got quiet in here, Tim. There's no music playing at all. All right, let's get set for game action. I'll go over the starting lineup here once again for your Junior Sharks. Number 74, Ava Zador, is in net today. On defense, number 27, Ella Lloyd, and number 44, Kathleen Dion. On forward, number 18, Riley Scorgi, number 29, Jenny Keller, and number 47, Shannon Pearson. For Waterloo, in net, number 33, Caitlin Earle. On defense, Grace Collins and number 10, Lauren Sauve. Samantha Snyder, Emma Kubri, and Sarah Forwell are on the forward line. We are set for puck drop, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the live stream. Let's get set for some hockey. The puck is down, and Waterloo's going to take it first and dump it into the Shark zone. It's going to get picked up behind the door as the Sharks try to clear it. It does get over the blue line, and Waterloo will collect. Collins taking it at the red line and dumping it down. Zador will hold off here and leave it for Dion behind the net as she's bothered by a Raven. Sharks doing their best trying to clear it. Sits there for a second, but Riley Scorgi's on the job and she'll bring it into the neutral zone. Forwell gets in the way. But Ella Lloyd's able to bring it into the zone, but she's surrounded by 4 white sweaters and has to wait for backup. And here's Kate Stewart in to give her backup. Ravens do clear it out to the neutral zone again. Sharks changing up the defensive lines. Fresh fins, as they say. Kate Stewart tries to backhand to Urbach. Doesn't work. Urbach in a bit of a collision with the Ravens. So Williams for the Waterloo Ravens takes over, makes a shot in on net, and Zador makes her first save of the game. That's a lot of action for 1 minute. I hope that's a sign of good things to come. Sharks have it off the draw. Waterloo holds onto it at the blue line, and it goes all the way into the mesh, and we'll have a face-off here to the left of Zador. Now, in the game against Waterloo last weekend, Waterloo did score first. It was McCoubry who got that goal. Kate Stewart for the Sharks came back, and it was a 1-1 tie after the first. May Severin made it 2-1 in the second, and like I said, Sharks took some penalties late in the third and gave up 2 power play goals, and that was the difference in that game. Sharks really want to change that today. Here comes Ella Lloyd through the neutral zone and across the blue line. Shot in there, doesn't miss by much on the far side. That was Dusson with the shot. Larmont leaves it into the corner. Dusson trying to get back in on the action, but it's picked up by the Ravens, and they will clear it. Tried to shoot it up there for Maya Slot, but it went over her stick and all the way down for an icing call. It'll be Summer Rop for the Waterloo Ravens in the draw, and it gets won by Waterloo. Bayfield trying to clear it out to Slot. Sharks take over. That's Olivia Letty trying to work her way to the net, but she has the puck stolen away from her and can't maintain control. Comes out in the front, and the goaltender Earl had to be careful, but her defense took care of that puck for her. Into the far side. Leah Murray trying to gain control, and she does flip it out, and it gets it to the neutral zone. Moi Liu shoots it right back for the Sharks. Larissa Mayer dumps it down, and there'll be a change of the forward line for the Sharks. Letty on the job behind the net. Jenny Keller trying to help her out, pull that puck off the boards. Pinned up against there with 2 sticks there. Letty's still holding on to it. Now Keller's got it. Sends it back behind Earl. Waterloo picking it up. That's Willow Davidson for the Waterloo Ravens getting rid of it. It will come into the crease for Sador, and she'll cover up with the glove. So right now the Sharks are sitting after 6 games 3-3, 13 goals for, 13 goals against, so right at the 500 mark. Sharks want to make sure they tip onto the other side and get back in the win column. And in order to do that, I'm sure they're going to look to score early in this contest. Nice poke ahead by Jenny Keller. She's interrupted as she crosses the blue line. Couldn't complete that transaction. Riley Scorgi picking it up from her. Riley will look around, trying to send it to the blue line. Jugnot sending it back down into the corner for Keller. She'll backhand it to the far side for Larmond. The puck will sit there for Scorgi, but she's a couple of strides behind. Couldn't get the shot off. She'll send it to the point. And that shot was made by our call-up, Gabrielle Willard. A little high and wide, so we'll have a stoppage in play here. In the face-off dot, the captain of the Waterloo Ravens, Samantha Snyder, against Kate Stewart. Samantha Snyder, the only Waterloo Raven currently right now to have a postseason commitment, as she is signed on to play for Providence. Looking to be a good leader on the Waterloo Ravens team this year for sure. Severn trying to leave it for Ella Lloyd. Now Urbach for Stewart, over and top shelf for May Severn, and just like that, it's 1-0 Sharks. Great passing in front, lots of patience as they passed around, and May Severn made no mistake and went top shelf. That's the start I'm sure Coach Eldridge wanted after taking the loss last Sunday. Lots of high fives all around. Stewart versus Williams in the face-off dot, and the Sharks are on the job again. May Severn sending it back for Dion. Down behind the net. Waterloo tries to clear it, but it doesn't get too far as Dion holds it at the blue line, sending it back down behind the goal line. Dion trying to get it out in front. That puck will go up and down. Stewart keeping in the end. And here comes Davies for the Waterloo Ravens. Assist going to Stewart on that goal for Barrie. Pass up to Olivia Urbach. That is May Severn's 4th goal of the season. And she'll be heading to St. Lawrence when she's done with the Junior Sharks. So exciting this year. Currently 10 postseason commitments on the Barrie Junior Sharks. They'll battle for it in the corner. Dusome trying to get in on the action, pull it out of there. It squeaks out. Lou's got it at the blue line, sends it over to Jugnot, and she'll fire it in. That hits a skate. Jugnut picks up the rebound and goes behind the net and tries to pull it out in front. Bayfield sending it back the other way for Waterloo, and that will go the distance. And that will be an icing call. Lots of action here in the early going. Sharks are up 1-0. They do have back-to-back home games this weekend, so please join us for another stream tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock as they welcome in the Stony Creek Sabres. That should be an exciting game, too. Jessica Vree sending it back to the blue line. A little pushing and shoving there at the blue line. Waterloo picks it up. That's Madeline Davies. She's hampered by a couple of blue sweaters, so Moimar Lou is going to try to get it out for Barrie. It comes out to Larissa Mayer. She'll come in all by herself. Letty's behind her. She tries to pass to her, but a couple of Ravens are in the way. Summer Ropp sending it back down. Now Willow Davidson trying to get it out, and it will clear and come all the way into the Sharks' end. Ella Lloyd getting there first, sending it over to Willard. Willard sending it back, and Keller is going to pick it up out of the corner, and the Sharks will get it out to the neutral zone. Here comes Riley Scorgi. Couldn't quite handle the puck as it was bouncing around. She'll take over now at the red line. We'll look to see where Keller is, and we'll fire it off to her, and she dumps it in. Shannon Pearson trying to get in, and she'll lock sticks with her Waterloo Raven rival. To Dion at the blue line. Another great pass to Riley Scorgi from the blue line. Great passing so far here for the Barrie Junior Sharks. Shot in, and that's deflected, and that didn't miss by much as it went up and over Earl's shoulder. Jenny Keller trying to get her stick on it to work it towards the net. She'll leave it for the defense instead. Over to Kathleen Dion, and she'll fire it in, and that misses on the near side. Off the plexiglass and going the distance, and we'll have yet another icing call. Just a heads up, with two back-to-back games coming up on October 26th and 27th, the Junior Sharks will once again be involved in the Barrie Sharks Iced Pink event that will be going on at the Sadlon Arena. That will be an exciting game to cover. I very much enjoyed that last year. I can't wait to do it again this year. Sharks already in the spirit, as you can see them wearing their pink laces. Severn trying to get it out in front for Stewart. Stewart will chase it behind the nets. Willard trying to get in the way of the Raven, but she goes right past that. It'll come into the Shark zone behind the door. Jugnut with a lot of speed picking it up behind the net, and she brings it out to the red line. Sharks will pass it over that red line. Picked up by Kate Stewart, and she'll enter the zone. She's got a bit of a break. She'll wait and she'll fire. Saved by Earl. Collins working it forward for Waterloo. They'll battle on the corner. That's Tout for Waterloo. Lloyd getting it out to center. Waterloo settling it down and sending it right back into the Shark zone. Lloyd will take her time, do a backhand pass where Dusson will collect that off the boards. Pass up for Winter, our U15 AA call up, and she'll dump it into the corner. Waterloo trying to clear. Sharks want to have another go at the net. Dion back on the blue line, sending it down for Winter. Winter facing it the other way, out in the slot area, poked aside by Dusson, so the Sharks can maintain control of that puck in the Waterloo zone. Bayfield for Waterloo, looks and sends it over to Leah Murray. Bayfield with it again. Taking her time, we'll weave around the netminder and throw it out into the neutral zone. There'll be a foot race. Can Lou get there first? No, Kathleen Dion's going to get to it first. Make a big turn. Shoot out to Larissa Mayer. Cross the blue line. She'll cut into the slot. Leave it for her defense. Over to Lou, and she'll dump it into the corner. About the halfway mark here, the first period. 1-0 Barrie Junior Sharks. Down into the corner. Waterloo is going to look to see if they can't get an equalizer quick. After looking at the game sheet last week, some of the goals were coming one off the other. Larissa Mayer behind Zador. Out to Jugnon. Clean pass. You can hear it hit the stick. Through the blue line, around the defense, and a shot just misses wide on the far side. Weiss trying to get her stick on it and get it out of the end. Ella Lloyd hits the brakes and sends it over to Keller. Keller trying to dump it down as Pearson chases. Over to Weiss. Weiss fires it over. Winter tried the jump shot but couldn't collect it in her glove, so it will go the distance all the way into the far zone, right to the left of Zador. Waterloo in the slot. Couldn't get the shot off. She'll try it now. Sarah Forwell with a shot in the slot. Up and over and out of play, and that's the dangerous play, first dangerous play I've seen for the Waterloo Ravens as they try to get an equalizer here. Nice clean game so far, good action. Clean game so far, no penalties being called as of yet, and me personally, I hope it stays that way. I love a good clean game. Samantha Snyder on the draw, won by the Sharks, but they couldn't get it out. Forwell keeps it in play in the Sharks' end. It'll squeak out now. Erbach trying to collect that, and she will backhand it into the corner with May Severn chasing it. To the blue line. Dion holds on. Sharks working a defense down right now. They do have 2 scratches on the defense and 1 call-up, so working off 5 defense today. Erbach trying to get it out in front. Severn's waiting for a pass. Dion can't maintain control of that puck. It will skip over her stick, so she'll chase back for it with Madeline Davies literally on her heels. Cross-ice pass goes by Severn as she wasn't far enough in front, and that will be an icing call. Looks like only Zador knew where the faceoff was going to be. It's going to be Williams to take the draw for Waterloo. Waterloo does win that. It'll go into the corner as Waterloo tries to pass it around. Bayfield at the blue line. Great save. Rebound available, and it gets past Zador, and that will even the score. I rhymed there, and I didn't want to. Zador score. No, I didn't want to do that. Looks like it's Brooke Williams, and that'll be her first goal of the game and of the season. She already has 2 assists on the season, but has yet to register a goal, and now she's got one. 1-1 tie. You knew after the close 3-2 game last Sunday that this one was going to be a tight one goal, then the other. It's literally what happened in the game last week until the 3rd period. So we're all tied up, and on we go. Dusome chasing it in the corner, but Rayfield's going to get there first. She'll leave it for her partner, and it'll come out, and that's going to get called on account of a high stick. Rayfield and Randall are on the defensive line for Waterloo. Olivia Letty will take the face-off against Rupp. Waterloo's got it. Ella Lloyd will get back to it and will take her time, see if she can't pass it out. She does. Pass meant for Jessica Vree, but it was poked away at the last minute, or she might have been away to the races. Waterloo passing it behind the net. Letty getting in the way. Waterloo lifting it out to the center line. It will go the distance and will be icing. We'll have a face-off here to the left of Earl, who I would say has probably been the busier of the two goaltenders, but it's starting to level off. A lot of good back and forth action in both ends. Puck will go back and forth in the corner, a little give and go. Keller trying to get to it. Couple of bodies flying as well. Here comes Maya Slot. She'll put it in on action. Just on time, so Zador can catch it with the baseball mitt. All right, we've got Samantha Snyder in the face-off dot against Shannon Pearson, and the Sharks do win this draw. Wish there was some way for me to keep track of who wins the draws. I haven't got that statistic. Here comes Ryler Scorgi. She'll wait, fire, nice save by Earl, and she'll kick that to the corner. Scorgi's still on it. Jugnot waiting for the pass, she's got it. She'll change places with Keller. That sails wide of the goal post, and it won't pop out. Jugnot still has it. Pearson trying to turn around to get a shot off. Hits her skate instead and pops to the corner. Here comes Snyder. Can't get around Urbach. Urbach back on the hunt. Picked off by Kate Stewart. She'll wait, but couldn't get the shot off. Great job by Willow Davidson to make sure that Stewart couldn't get the shot off. My goodness. I'm going to hold off with my oh my goodnesses this time, Tim. I think I used that way too much last week. Ella Lloyd holds on to it at the blue line, but it does squeak over into the neutral zone. Back for Urbach. She sends it over to Winter. She'll take it back behind the door and pass it over. I've also noticed that there are pink stripes down the center of the Junior Sharks helmets. Here comes Olivia Urbach, fire. Saved by Earl. Some extracurriculars in the blue zone. May Severin's gonna walk away from that. Again, under 6 minutes to go and a very clean game, still 5-on-5 action, which is the way it should be. Winter takes the face off. They'll work it around. Here comes Lou, shot in. Pad saved by Earl, back out in the blue paint. Wasn't a Shark home there to get a stick on it and send it in. Dion looking around. Lormond on the far side. She'll backhand it to the blue line. Lou holding on. Trying to get that puck off the boards. Winter sees it, sends it back into the corner, and she'll chase it. Back around the other side for Lauren Sauvé, and the Ravens will clear it. The hand was up for icing, but it won't get there in time before a Shark picks it up. Dussault trying to send it to Vree. Vree will send it backwards to Dion. She'll take a turn and look. Tries to pass it up to Vree, and she'll chase it now. That's Randall for Waterloo. Larissa Mayer taking over. Jugnot's got a chance here. She tries to weave around a couple of too many players, and she can't quite get the shot off. Leah Murray trying to get her stick on it on the far side. Waterloo still in possession. Bayfield goes around slot, and it will clear. Murray heads to the bench as Ropp does, and they'll get a new line out. Sharks have a bit of room. Cross-ice pass meant for Pearson, doesn't reach to her. Shot in, and a great save by Zador. That shot made by Forwell for Waterloo. Back out to the red line for Avery Randall. She'll immediately get rid of it to Samantha Snyder. Passing over. Willard's going to take her time. Over to Jugnot. Jugnot sends it forward. Keller trying to bring it in. Has the puck poked away, so she can't quite complete that. She's on it again. She steps on the right side of the blue line, but Scorgi was a couple of steps behind, so they're going to get called on the offside. Scorgi couldn't quite get there. Stewart and Williams on the face-off. Sharks have it. Over to Urbach. She'll dump it in. Stewart will try to get to it on the other side, and she does get there first. May Severin coming in and throws her weight around. No call. The puck will sit. Picked up by a Raven, and they will clear it. Ella Lloyd with the puck. Sends it back for Dion. Urbach has her pocket picked before she can get too far, so Waterloo brings it into the Sharks' end. They'll battle for it. They're just inside the blue line and on the near side boards. Let's see who pulls it off first. Williams looking for it, but Olivia Urbach will have it and tries to send it forward to May Severin. Reaches Weiss' stick first. Waterloo, long pass. That will go by everybody. Hit a couple of bodies, so no icing. Kathleen Dion trying to sail around the door, but she's got her pocket picked. Waterloo's got it. Collins at the blue line, sends it down into the corner and over. Slot trying to get it out in front to the slot. Slot to the slot. Collins has got it at the blue line. There's the first penalty of the game. Looks like that's going to be interference against the Barrie Junior Sharks. Glove saved there by Zador, and we're going to have our first penalty of the game. It'll be for body contact, and that will go against Ella Lloyd. And that's going to take us to the end of the first period, as that being called at 1:59 left on the clock. Couldn't quite see how that started, but you could definitely see the body fly. Rop on the face-off dot, and Waterloo does win that. They'll pass it around, fire it in. Good save by Zador. Rop in the corner, sends it back to her defense. Over for Avery Randall. She fires it in, misses on the near side post. Try a wraparound idea, but Zador's ready for that one and steers it to the corner with her paddle. They'll battle for it in the corner. Sharks just trying to pin it to knock off precious time. Waterloo's got it now at the blue line. Randall sending it down. Back to Randall at the point. Randall will weave around Stewart. Backhand, and that just sails right into Zador's glove. Just a minute 24 left. See if the Waterloo Ravens can continue the pressure here. Shot in, and another flash of the leather by Ava Zador. That glove of hers has been hot today. Face-off easily won by the Waterloo Ravens. Avery Randall's got it again, and she'll fire it in, and that sails wide to the corner. 1 minute gone. Pass over. That was meant for Kylie Bayfield, but it sailed over her stick, and she couldn't quite get the shot off. Last minute of play of the period as well. Randall coming back in with it. She'll bring it all the way down behind the net. Cross-ice pass for Snyder. Looking for an opportunity. Can't get a shot off. She'll send it back to Randall at the blue line. Urbach trying to pick her pocket. Back to Randall. Down low for Davidson. Again, it skipped over her stick and it went into the corner. Sharks doing a good job killing off this penalty. Shot in, goes wide. Definitely some action behind the net there between Sarah Forwell. And let me see who's on the ice. I couldn't quite tell who she was battling with. She was actually pushing her down onto the ice, and that's going to be a penalty to Forwell for check to the head. I think that was Kathleen Dion down there. So we got 4 on 4, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So this is going to carry into the second period. 16 seconds remaining of this penalty. So 4-on-4 for 16 seconds and nearly 4 minutes of power play opportunity to start the second period for the Barrie Junior Sharks. Just coming in for 10 seconds. Waterloo may have one more go at this before time expires. She'll wait. Snyder couldn't get a shot off as she was being hampered by Gabrielle Willard. What a job by Willard to make sure that shot doesn't come off. And that's how we are going to end the first period. There is 1 second left remaining on that particular power play, or the penalty there. Shots on goal, 7 for Barrie, 4 for Waterloo. I'll be anxious to see how the second period goes, but for right now, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back after the Zamboni flood. Come on back, ladies and gentlemen. back to the Shark Tank, ladies and gentlemen. I just was checking in with my camera guy, Josh McCann, who's also my stats guy. And there are 4 other games going on today in the U22 Elite. 3 of them are final. 1 will be final shortly. So the Ottawa Lady 67s beat Brampton 2-1 in overtime. The Ottawa Lady Sens won 4-2 over Mississauga. Stony Creek 5-2 over North York, and right now it's 4-1 Toronto Leaside over London. So that's interesting. Final minute here of the intermission here, and it's going to be 3:45 to go in the power play for Barrie. Looks like Shannon Pearson, Jenny Keller, Riley Scorgie, Kathleen Dion will start off. There's still 1 second remaining in that other penalty. That's why there's only 4 out there for the Barrie Sharks. They still have to put 4 out because of that 1 second left. And then we'll have another defense come on. Trying to remember who's in the penalty box. Ella Lloyd. And she's a defense. That's why there's a defensive spot open. So as soon as that 1 second ticks off, it'll be 5-on-4 and a power play for well over 3.5 minutes for the Barrie Sharks. Waterloo's got it off the draw. Ella Lloyd out of the penalty box. They're going to try to get it out in front. That's Madeline Davies. Kathleen Dion from her knees, sending it over to Ella Lloyd, and she will make a turn and take her time to get out of the zone. Ella Lloyd sending it forward. Up to Jenny Keller, who immediately sends it off to Shannon Pearson. She'll try to weave around the Waterloo defense, taking it into the corner. Out in front. Over to Dion. Back to Lloyd at the point. She'll wait. She'll pass it over. Back to Lloyd at the point, and she'll fire it in, and that's gloved down by Earl. Just under 3 minutes to go in that power play. Pearson taking the face off. Lloyd's got it, makes a shot, and that's deflected off of the top of Earl's stick. Ella Lloyd coming so close to getting a goal. Ella Lloyd's only got 1 goal on the season, so I'm sure she'd love to have another. Lloyd with it again. Back to the point. She'll wait. Sends it to her left for Scorgie. Scorgie down low for Pearson. Out in front. Puck bounces around the blue paint, but not past the goal line. Sharks still in possession. Vree to Lloyd. Back to, Dion. Waterloo in possession now, and we'll clear it down, and we'll hold on to it instead of dumping it, knocking off seconds off that power play. Keller with some speed over the blue line, hampered by a couple of white sweaters, almost got the shot off. Shannon Pearson trying to give her some assistance. Out in front, shot in, and it's underneath Earl, and the Sharks take a 2-1 lead. My calculations are correct. Riley Scorgie has already scored this season, but not in regular season play. So this is her first regular season goal of the season. That will be on the power play. It will knock off whatever seconds were left in the first half of that minor. Sharks still with a 2-minute power play. Earl looked to drop down to make that save, but it managed to squeak underneath her. 2-1 Barrie Sharks. Urbach over to Moy Moy Lou, and she'll try to clear it. Cross-ice pass for Kate Stewart. She'll weave around Rayfield, leaving it for May Severn. She'll fire it in. That tips off the paddle of Earl and into the corner. Bit of an opportunity for Samantha Snyder on the breakaway. Tries to put it in past the door, and she's got it. Reading that one all the way in. puck squirting free, and Samantha Snyder jumping on the opportunity and nearly had one to tie it up. 30 more seconds gone in the power play. Stewart on the draw. Sharks win it. Over to Dion. Try to set up here for another round of a power play. May Severn over the blue line trying to get it around the defense. Sharks still holding on. May Severn making a turn into the slot. Stewart can't get the shot off. She'll send it back to the blue line. Lloyd sending it forward. A little saucer pass to Stewart. That doesn't work. They'll set up and try it again. Here's Ella Lloyd. She'll force her way in. Drop pass back to the blue line over to Dion. Dion couldn't get the shot off, and Waterloo will clear it. Olivia Urbach sending it right back to Ella Lloyd, who will quarterback it and hold on to it. Sending it forward for Kate Stewart. Try that one again. Here's Ella Lloyd. Sending it forward to Olivia Urbach, just stepping into the blue line. She'll wait, come around, lose at the blue line. Over in front. Nearly a tip-in for Alex Dussomme. Jugnot trying to hold on. Final 15 seconds of the power play. Over to Moi Moi Lou. Fire in. And top shelf, and Lou's got a goal. I don't know if that was tipped in by somebody in front or not. Lou definitely made the shot in from the blue line. Let's see who leads the charge on the bench. They're going to give it to Moi Moi? No, Dussomme is going to lead the charge. I'll see who gets given credit for that goal. I know it was Lou, at least from the blue line, and if Dussomme tipped it in, great. 3-1 Barrie Sharks. Waterloo, Samantha Snyder. She wants to get another goal here quickly for Waterloo. I believe that was scored on the power play still. I don't think the power play had expired yet. Shot in. Great save by Sador. Rebound available. Waterloo trying to force it in. Sauve puts it in on net, and that gets steered to the corner by a skate. Larmond trying to get it out. Waterloo still passing it around. Jugnot sending it over. And the goal was awarded to Alex Dussomme. That is going to be her second goal of the season. Larmond right behind, trying to chase after that puck. Waterloo still in possession. It'll come out, and it will go the distance. Not enough for icing. Williams gets to it first. Tout right behind her. Madeline Davies trying to work her way under the puck, as is her partner. It'll come out, shot in, and Zador flashed in the leather once again. Well, things got really exciting here in the second period, awful fast. Williams to take the draw here for Waterloo. Right off the draw, Davies tries to get a shot in. Sharks do clear it. They'll hold on to it at the red line. It'll go back and forth between a couple of sticks. Willard finally with the backhand to get it into the Waterloo end. Once again, Gabrielle Willard, number 55, joining us from U15 AA, making her presence known for sure. That'll be icing. And a little bit of a what's going on from the coaches at Waterloo, as it looked like the players had caught up to that. I'm not sure why the icing was called. Anyway, play continues. We'll have a face-off here at center ice. Williams and Pearson. Sounds like an airport. There's my mind going again, strange. Okay, Sharks have got it in the neutral zone. Over to Riley Scorgi. Scorgi fires short side. Just misses. Sharks still got it. Lormond has the puck poked away by Davies, and they'll bring it right back in. Earl will leave it for her defense. It'll come right into the corner for Weiss. Weiss will see what she can do. No, she passes it out. Now it'll be Willow Davidson trying to get it out. Tout getting to it before Dion does, but Sharks take over. Pass out to Kate Stewart. Kate Stewart all by herself. Pass over for May Severin. She gets the shot off. Does Earl have it underneath her? I think she does. Great save on the short side. Another great opportunity for May Severin. She already has one goal in the game. I'm sure she'd love to have another. 3-1 Junior Sharks. Bayfield sending it over to the far side, and Waterloo will get it out of their own end. Pass over for Leah Murray. She'll fire. That hits Lou on the way to its target, so it will skip behind Zador. Olivia Urbach up to Stewart, but lands on Ropstick. Stewart's going to chase it. Melee trying to get on the action, but couldn't quite gain control. It'll come all the way back for Moy Lou. She'll leave it for Dion. Off the boards and sitting right there for Kate Stewart. Winter on her left, and that's who she passes to. Fire in. Save there by Earl. Rebound available, but she jumps on that one. No problem for a stoppage in play. Once again, the Sharks are back in action here tomorrow afternoon in the Shark Tank at 2 p.m. as they welcome in the Stony Creek Sabres. Then they go on the road for the next couple of weekends. On the road, they will visit Central York, London, Windsor, and Blue Water. There's a penalty call there. That's going to go against the Barrie Sharks for tripping. So another power play opportunity for Waterloo, down by 2. Alex Dusome getting the call on that. Let's see how Waterloo does with a man advantage. They want to get within one for sure. To the blue line. They'll pass around. Snyder sending it down low. To Collins. Collins out in front. Over to Weiss at the blue line. Davidson. Down to Snyder, trickles it in, shot in through the blue out the other side, and nothing. But we are going to have a stoppage in play as the net was knocked off its mooring. Face off won by Waterloo. This is Xavier Randall at the blue line, sending it down. Snyder trying to keep it away. Down for Bayfield. Rebound available, up and over. I thought Sador had that, but apparently it got past her. Let's just see what works out with that. If that's, I know the goal was cold. Looks like they're going to give it to them. I think that Sarah Forwell's leading the charge, so I can only imagine that she got the goal, but I'll see what the call is. But that'll draw them within 1 on that power play goal for Waterloo. It looked like Sador had it, but it must have just bounced the wrong way and passed her. A lot of activity in that crease. So I'm sure the Sharks may have been complaining about goaltender interference. No matter how you look at it, though, it's 3-2 Barrie Sharks. Excuse me, yeah, Barrie Sharks. Waterloo gets one. I'll wait to see what the announcement is. Play continues here in the Waterloo end. Lou setting it down. Keller dumping it down. And that did go to number 16, Sarah Forwell, and that is her first goal of the season. Hold on the blue line for Dion. Couldn't quite get the pass off. Waterloo taking over. Williams trying to push it towards the net. Scorgi trying to pull the puck off the boards, and we'll have a stoppage in play here. You knew after the 3-2 game last week it's going to be equally as close, and we're back there again. And it looks like it's going to be penalties that are going to make the difference. Sharks scoring their third goal on the power play. Waterloo coming right back and scoring their second goal on the power play. Kate Stewart down for Ella Lloyd. Ella Lloyd getting it out of harm's way and tries a cross-ice pass. That was meant for Severn. Lloyd up to Stewart and Severn, and it'll come in offside by a fraction. Stewart on the draw with Robb. Waterloo does get it. Urbach trying to gain possession of that puck. Collins passing it around, hampered by two blue sweaters. Waterloo does clear it. It will hang on there just on the outside of that blue line and back out to Willard. Willard will take her time, make a big turn. Up to Severn. Severn looks to pass it up to Urbach. Urbach trying to cut in. Couldn't get a shot off as she was held onto and tied up with the Raven behind her. Larmont trying to get a shot off there. Sent to the corner. Sharks out in front and a shot in. Oh my, Winter. I thought Winter put it in. Somehow, Earl made the save on that. What an opportunity by Maylee Winter. That goes on the far side. I could swear that was going in. Back over for Jugnot. Trying to send it back up to Winter. Doesn't reach her. Ravens get in the way, and the puck will come loose and come all the way back. No icing. Moy Lou. Bank off the boards, meant for Dussault. Lou getting in there to follow it up, but it's poked away by a Raven. Winter trying to get in on that stick and try to push it out. Cross-ice pass. Oh, my goodness. Sador reading that one all the way in, and she makes a great save. Luis sending it over for Davidson. Davidson sending it forward. Shot in, and that misses on the near side. That was Emma McCoubry. She scored a goal in last week's contest. In fact, she scored the first goal in that game last week. Adrenaline really pumping up here in the latter half of this second period. Olivia Letty trying to work her way free. Larissa Mayer using her body to try to get action on that puck. Little pushing and shoving there as a shark got put into the goal post. It was Larissa Mayer. She's getting up no problem, but it was a hard push. Shannon Pearson will take the draw against Brooke Williams for Waterloo. Waterloo has it. Another hard clash in the boards in the corner. Let's see who works their way off. There we go. Waterloo Ravens have got out of the corner. Oh, Scorgi pickpockets and finds the top left corner. Oh my, that's her second goal of the game. What great effort there by Riley Scorgi to pull it out of that commotion in the corner. Pulls it out, finds herself in the slot by herself, and picks the top left corner. What a game we have here, folks. Don't count the Ravens out, though. Severn trying to follow it up. Collins getting there first. Sends it to the left. Just confirming that call out did go to Riley Scorgi, her second goal of the game. And we're already in the second half of the second period and the second half of this game. On the blue line for May Severn. Waterloo taking over. Maya Slot will skate away with it and make a dump and go off on a line change. Marin Jugnot now taking over for the Barrie Sharks. Sending it over to Gabrielle Willard. Erbach trying to move the puck forward off of that red line, but Waterloo has other ideas and it comes right back into the Sharks' end. Ooh, dangerous in the slot, but Marin Jugnot gets it out. Erbach again trying to move it forward off that red line, and again, puck is sent back into the Sharks' end. Marin Jugnot again trying to send it forward through Dusome and Larmand. Larmand sending it over to Dusome, and nearly a deflection opportunity, but Earl standing tall between the pipes. I really can't wait to see what the shots are on goal after the second period. It was 7 of 4 after the first in favor of the Barrie Sharks. And I wish there was a shocked clock counter. I could see it on the board, but I can't. Sharks and Ravens battle for it in the far side corner. It'll come out. Olivia Weiss moving it to the red line. Sent backwards for Kathleen DeYoung. Oh, out in the slot for Larissa Mayer. Nice backhand, but Earl's ready for that maneuver. Sharks building off that momentum from that fourth goal. Continuing to make smart plays in the offensive zone. Great passing around and great opportunities. Waterloo couldn't get very far. Again, picked up by Larissa Mayer, who sends it forward for Olivia Letty. Ravens trying to bring it back into the Sharks' end at Samantha Snyder, and she is successful in that endeavor. Tries to cross-ice pass over to Sarah Forwell, but that's interrupted by a Shark. Sharks bring it right back down to the Waterloo end, and Larissa Mayer is back on with the puck and makes a shot in, and a great save by Earl. I have a sneaking suspicion that the third period is going to be interesting. See how this turns out. I have to admit, such exciting hockey so far this season. I could just feel the difference between, not to knock, last year's squad at all, but the speed and the enthusiasm of this squad just seems to be so much higher than last year's. And don't get me wrong, last year's squad was a record-breaking season for them with the highest wins, and they brought home a bronze from provincials. And don't get me wrong, but I could just feel the adrenaline and spunk off this team is so much higher. And that comes, I'm sure, from working well in practice and bonding with all the girls. Sneaks past, and Pearson's going to pick it up. She's got Jenny Keller with her. Will she pass to her? No! She'll try the job herself, and she puts it in, getting around Earl. That's Shannon Pearson's 5th goal of the season, as it's its 5th goal of the game. And the Sharks building off momentum and putting another one past Earl. Increasing their lead to 3 goals, and we're not even done the second period here, folks. The most amount of goals so far that the Sharks have scored in a regular season game has been 5, as they did win the home opener 5-3 against the Burlington Junior Barracudas. Let's see if they can't increase that. Waterloo, of course, going to put every effort in to see if they can't get close. Another opportunity there for a backhand for Davies. Zadora on the job. Couple of good saves there by Ava Zador. Another shot in. Zador gets a piece of it. Rebound available. Davies tries to poke it in, but she's hampered by the Sharks' defense. Out to Urbach, right over to Kate Stewart, and she holds on. Over the blue line. She will weave in. Sends it over. Urbach tries to get a shot off the rebound off the backboard, but it's sent wide. Sharks still holding on possession here in the Waterloo end as we're approaching the 3.5-minute mark remaining here in this what's been a very busy second period. Ella Lloyd, right to the left of Sador. She'll send it forward for Larmond. Larmond in a foot race. Bit of a collision behind Earl. Waterloo gets rid of it and will come all the way down. Picked up by Kathleen Dion. She'll take it around behind Zador and over to Alex Dusson. Dusson trying to find Larmond. Couple of 17s chasing it into the corner, and the Sharks 17 will get there first. Over to Marin Jugnot. She'll set it off the plexiglass. Waterloo trying to clear. It sits there in front in the slot. Marin Jugnot doesn't have a goal yet this year. 2 assists. Over to Willard. Skips over her stick, but she'll send it down low after finding it again. Larissa Mayer taking a big turn. This looks almost like a power play for Barrie. They'll pass it around. Jugnot down low. Back to Jugnot at the point. Shot in. Hits a couple of bodies and does not find the back of the net. Tout for Waterloo trying to get it out. She will get it off the boards. Sharks reclaiming it in their own end. Up to Jessica Vree, who will just tip it up to Olivia Letty. In the slot for Lou. She gets a shot off, but saved by Earl. Lou holds on to it at the blue line, and she'll try again. Blocker save for Earl. Under 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Here comes Shannon Pearson. Shot in, just wide on the near side. It'll go behind and dump into the corner. Sharks putting on a lot of pressure here in these final stages of the second period. Puck will squeak free and come all the way down. No icing. Scorgie using her body to make sure her rival does not get to that puck. Waterloo does find it, though. This is Samantha Snyder. In the slot, over to Sauvé. Moy Lou trying to clear it. It'll come right back in front. What a job by Jenny Keller to make sure that puck does not leave the Waterloo stick. Final minute of play in the second period. And I'm going to need a breather after this second period. Busy, busy, busy. Look out for the third to be equally as busy. Don't count the Waterloo Ravens out yet, even though they're down by 3. Oh, Lloyd couldn't get a shot off. It will squeak out. May Severn taking a turn. She'll weave around. Come in. She's got Kate Stewart on her right. Sends it to the net. Little blocker save there by Earl. Stewart trying to get it back out in front. In the corner will squeak out to the red line and come all the way down. No icing. Final 10 seconds of the period, and Sharks will probably just hold on and wait for the clock to time out. No, shot in by Brooke Williams. Zador will leave it. Great heads-up play by Brooke Williams to get one more shot off. So we're through 2. And before we sign off here for our intermission, I'll see if I can't get shots on goal. Nope, I'm going to bring them to you after the flood. So, folks, take a breather. get something to drink, get some popcorn, come on back for the third. It's going to be exciting. See you on the flip side. welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting set here for period number 3. And holy crow, what a second period it was. Total shots on goal now for the game, 21-11 in favor of the Barrie Junior Sharks. So Sharks definitely taking over in that second period. We'll see how things go here in the third. As I said before in the second period, don't count the Waterloo Junior Ravens out just yet. Should be an interesting third period. We've got 1 minute left to go. Once again, my name is Shayla Gilroy. On behalf of my cameraman, Josh McCann, and my tech director, Tim Norton, thank you so much for joining the live stream. We're happy to have you along here this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Looking forward to doing more. We've got one coming up tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock on top of the U18 AA game that we're also going to cover. And that's going to be on the U18 AA Facebook page. So if you want to come on and join that, by all means, tune in at 12:30. If not, come on back at 2 o'clock. You gotta wait for that 30 seconds, ref. You gotta wait for that. Looks like it's gonna be Pearson against Snyder in the face-off dot. Pearson scoring that 5th goal, that beautiful goal that got past Earl. Riley Scorgy's got 2 in this one. Alex Dussone's got 1. May Severn's got 1. And Ava Zador has had a great day in net today. So, all right, my voice is rested. Let's get set for the third period. Sharks have it right off the hop. Avery Randall's making sure that puck does not meet the target. Sharks looking around as Jenny Keller sending it back out to Shannon Pearson, and they'll almost picking up where they left off. It almost looks like another power play opportunity here for the Junior Sharks. Pearson sending it down, shot in, and that goes wide into the corner. Dion giving it chase. Kylie Rayfield gets her stick on it and will clear it out to the red line. Dion sending it right back up for Jenny Keller. Keller will wait, fires it in, and a great save by Earl. She has been busy. That's her 22nd shot on goal. Definitely the busier of the two goaltenders. It's going to be Kate Stewart in the face-off dot here for Barrie against Brooke Williams for Waterloo. Waterloo has it. Look to clear it out. Pass to slot nearly worked, but it skipped off a couple of sticks and did not reach her. Waterloo sending it forward for Kate Stewart, but flew too far in front of her. Sauve getting it out of harm's way and getting into the neutral zone. Davies off the boards and down low. Sador will steer it to the corner with her paddle, and the Sharks will look to clear it out of the end. They do get it out, and here comes May Severn. No, she's stopped at the red line, so they'll have to backtrack. This is Marin Jugnot now putting it forward for Kate Stewart. Kate Stewart still holding on. She'll wait, trying to send it over into the point. Weave around. That shot by Ella Lloyd, and that nearly worked. Great job by the Waterloo Ravens defense to make sure that did not get as far as it could have. Samantha Armand off the face-off, trying to get it out in front. This is Ella Lloyd being hampered by that white sweater. That's number 22, Leah Murray. Try to weave around in the slot area. Larmont couldn't get the shot off. Waterloo taking over, but Ella Lloyd putting a stop to that at the blue line. Not for long, though. Waterloo sneaks it free. Gabrielle Willard-Brooks banks off the boards. Dussomme sending it up for Larmont. Taken over by Waterloo. This is Olivia Weiss. Down to Willow Davidson. Davidson will hold on. We'll look to see who she can pass to. Chooses forward for slot, but the Sharks get in the way. Olivia Letty dumping it down into the corner. Shot in. That doesn't miss by much on the near side post. It's going to be a stoppage in play here. I think it bounced over that blue line, so we'll get a call here for the offside. Waterloo has it off the draw. Defense changing hands with that puck. Up to Forwell. Back to Bayfield. Oh my goodness, a takeaway here by the Sharks, and they go top right shelf and they get another one. I believe that was Samantha Larmont. Let me see. No, it was Shannon Pearson. I saw the 7. Shannon Pearson with her second goal of the game and 6th goal for the Junior Sharks, and that is the highest now that they've reached. So the Junior Sharks blowing it open here in the third period, taking a 4-goal advantage and looking for more. Yep, that goal indeed awarded to Shannon Pearson. It's been awesome to watch how these Junior Sharks have gelled since the beginning of the season. They look like they've been together a long time. They'll battle for it down low in the corner. It will pop up for a split second. It'll come out to the neutral zone. Grace Collins taking her time with it. Send it forward right off of Davy's stick, who immediately heads to the bench. Picked up by Waterloo behind Zador. Up to Kate Stewart, but just past her stick. Collins trying to push it back the other way. Summer up. Trying to clear it. Not successful. Kate Stewart now has possession of it. Over to May Severn. Severn back in possession. Will go around. Waterloo heading to the bench. We'll have a new D. It's Gabrielle Willard coming in and taking her spot on the blue line. Out in front, Marin Jugnot. Over the red line, the Sharks try to re-enter the zone. Too many Ravens in front. Opportunity by Olivia Urbach. Couldn't quite get to it. Sharks have it there behind. Urbach with it, try to backhand it from behind, almost a Michigan style. Couldn't quite get the puck up. Alexa Tout trying to chase up to that puck. Marin Jugnot in her way. Looked dangerous heading to the boards, but both girls stand up tall before they crash. Tout back to Weiss. Weiss over to Davidson, and she'll try to pass it forward to Snyder. That works. Snyder will bring it in, but couldn't get past Marin Jugnot. Over on the far side, and a fire in by Weiss, and that misses on the near side post through the blue paint. Into the neutral zone. Maylee Winter putting it down. On target. Larmont trying to follow it up. Ravens clear. Almost an opportunity there for the Ravens. They'll fire it in, and Zador's got it. Rebound available, picked up by the Ravens, and they'll put it in past Zador, who I don't think saw that. What an effort by the Ravens to capitalize on that. I believe that was scored by number 17, Willow Davidson. That will be her first goal of the game if that is indeed the case. Like I said, don't count the Waterloo Ravens out. They capitalized on that rebound, put the shot in. Zador wasn't ready, and it went past. Beautiful sunlight coming onto the arena. I thought somebody had a spotlight on. That's the sunshine coming in this window. All right, so 3-goal lead now. Still lots of time on the clock to see if Waterloo can't draw even closer. Sharks probably want to get another one. Building off momentum. Here comes Sarah Forwell. She'll pass it down, but Dion gets it out to Larissa Mayer and immediately gets through that to Jessica Vree. It'll skip off the end of her stick and back on to Sarah Forwell's. Knocked down by Mayer. Snyder gets around a couple. My goodness. What a passing play there by the Ravens, and a good heads-up save by Ava Zador. Waterloo all over the Sharks now. Another deflection, oh my. That was scored by number 17, Willow Davidson, so that'll be her first goal of the regular season. So the goal scorers for Waterloo are Brooke Williams with the first one, Sarah Forwell with the second one, and Willow Davidson with the third, all scoring their first goals of the regular season today. Still well over 13 minutes to play. And that 3-goal deficit can disappear fast if the Sharks aren't ready. Shannon Pearson in to take the draw. That's won by the Sharks, Moimorlu. Will backhand it over to Riley Scorgie. Riley's got 2 goals today, as does Shannon Pearson. The other 2 goals coming from May Severn and Alex Dusome. Back to the blue line, quite the battle between Jugnot and Slot. On the near side here, Slot will now have possession and will send it over to Lauren Sauvé. She'll clear it. And pushing and shoving there at the red line. Those girls will separate and will go to their respective benches. Pass forward there for Alexa Tout, just past her stick, so she'll chase for it. Lou getting there too and getting her hips in. May Severn trying to pull it off the boards as Lou is tying up her rival. And some more pushing and shoving going on in the corner between Lou and Tout. That lasted for a bit. Leah Murray sending it in. Picked up by Gabrielle Willard. And she'll send it forward. It reaches the neutral zone, and the Ravens will send it right back. It's so cool to see the sunshine coming in the window. Kate Stewart. And she'll come in just offside as May Severn was just a half a step in front of her. Once again, Sharks are at home again tomorrow in the Shark Tent tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock as they welcome in the Stony Creek Sabres. I hope you can join us on the live stream at that point in time. And then they go on the road as they visit Central York, London, Windsor, and Bluewater over the next couple of weeks. And then finally back at home on October the 26th for a back-to-back games, the 26th and 27th. Waterloo does go home tomorrow as they host the Ottawa Lady 67s in regular season action. Ravens trying to work it out. Sharks keeping it in, and that's going to be a penalty for a check to the head. So Emma McCoubry for Waterloo is going to sit 2 minutes or less for a head check. Or is it 4? No, it's only 2 this time. So Sharks will have a power play opportunity with 11 and a half minutes to go in the third period, up 6-3. Winter takes the face off, and the Sharks win it. Down for Kathleen Dion, and she'll wait to see what her options are, sending it down low for Kate Stewart. Samantha Larmond. Larmond looks, sending it right back to the point for Kathleen Dion. Right back to Larmond. She'll put it in on target. That's going to get scooped up by Earl. Face-off won by Waterloo. They'll hit the boards and clear it. And Forwell nearly had a breakaway short-handed. Sharks reclaim possession of that puck and bring it right back in. This is Jessica Vree. Can't get past the Waterloo defense. And there'll be a call here on the offside. This has been a fun game, I have to admit. Nice action back and forth Both goaltenders have been good in net. I realize it's a 6-3 lead here for Barrie, but both goaltenders have made some incredible saves today. And a positive for Waterloo is that 3 goal scorers have scored their first goal in the season. So that's a very positive thing. Over to Scorgi. Scorgi to the point for Lloyd. Lloyd firing in through traffic. Earl's got it. Just about 1 minute of that penalty gone. 1 minute left as that sunshine continues to come in the window as Zador is lit up on the other side. It'll get by everybody and escape and go down. No icing because of the power play. Ella Lloyd will collect it from Zador, and she'll stay behind her to see where she can go. She turns back. No, loses her rival as she makes a turn. Errant drop pass there from Aaron Jugnot, and the Waterloo Ravens nearly capitalizing on that. Shannon Pearson now on the job. Up to Jenny Keller. Jenny Keller loses control, but Sharks do come in on the onside. No, they don't. They come in offside. 30 seconds remaining in the power play for the Junior Sharks. May Severn behind Earl. She'll skate around. Drop pass. For Lou. Lou will look to see. She'll send it right back over to Scorgi. Excuse me, to Severn. Ooh! Through the blue plank and just on the near side of that goalpost. Gabrielle Woodward. Ooh, couldn't maintain control of that puck, and the Waterloo Ravens will clear it. McCoubry out of the penalty box. Here's Kate Stewart being hampered by McCoubry, and they'll come in offside. Waterloo does have it off to the face-off. Kathleen Dion trying to get her stick on it and bring it right back into the Ravens' end. She does, but the Ravens take over possession as Lormond gives it chase into the corner. Avery Randall getting in her way. Lormond does pick it up and backhands it to the blue line. Fire in, and a great save by Earl. Lormond on the job again. And that's going to be a penalty for interference, and that's going to go against the Junior Sharks. Alex Dusson pleading her case, but she's going to have to sit down. So less than 9 minutes to go. Waterloo's going to have a power play. Can they draw? Within 2. Still lots of time left in this game. A lot can happen in 8.5 minutes. Sharks, I'm sure, want to kill off this penalty. Face-off violation, so we'll set up and do it again. Forwell on the face-off dot for Waterloo. Bayfield on the blue line. Sends it back to Randall at the point. Down low for Snyder. Hits a couple of bodies, so does not meet the target. Pass back for Forwell. Ella Lloyd pushing her rival off that puck. Waterloo still in possession. Out in front for Randall. She'll tip it to Snyder, who fires, and that goes up and over the crossbar. Excuse me. Back to the point for Randall, who gets rid of it in a hurry, and Zador flashing the leather. Off the draw on the blue line. Snyder pokes over the blue line, so the Ravens will have to clear the zone and tag. Snyder looking, will back it to Weiss, her defense. Weiss sending it back to Snyder, but she loses control. Urbach with the backhand, keeping it out of the Sharks' end. 1 minute gone in the penalty, 1 minute left. Picked off. Shorthanded by Moi Lou. She'll wait and she'll fire, and that goes on the far side. What a heads-up play by Moi Lou. Shorthanded. Puck will sit there for Larissa Mayer. She'll put a shot in on net, but that just goes wide. Sharks doing a great job keeping that puck down into the Waterloo end. They want to set up, move that puck around, and have another bid here for a goal. 30 seconds remaining. Samantha Snyder over that blue line, barely onside. Play continues. Emma McCougry, as is Forwell. To Rayfield at the blue line, and she'll wait and fire it in. Zador's got it. Puck loose, and Zador will capitalize on the pounce and put a stop to that. 6 seconds remaining in that power play. So far nothing going for the Waterloo Ravens. Once again, still coming in that window. Slot shoots up and over in the mesh, and we'll have a stoppage in play. Penalty has expired, and Alex Duzone has returned to the ice. 6-3 Barrie Junior Sharks with under 7 minutes to go in the third period. What a fun game this has been, and after the 3-2 loss last weekend to this exact same Waterloo Junior Ravens, the Sharks will be happy to come away with a win and increase and improve their record to 4-3. I don't want to speak out of turn because there's still 6.5 minutes left. I guess, is it my fault that they come back and tie it? Waterloo's not going to go away. Offside, as that puck just escaped over that blue line, so the Sharks in control. Pass up. That was meant for Dusson, but doesn't reach her. Maylee Winner trying to get in on it. It'll squeak out, but she can't hold on. Back to Rayfield. Avery Randall trying to send it forward. She's going to carry it on her own, all by herself, and hits a wall. In Ella Lloyd, no call. Larissa Mayer passing it over, fire in. What a great save by Earl. She has been peppered with shots, and she is still standing tall in the net. Another friendly reminder here before we get too mixed up here in the third period. The Sharks are at home tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock as they welcome in the Stony Creek Junior Sabres. And that's a rematch from the 3-2 overtime win that the Sharks had earlier in the season. Puck will escape to the neutral zone. Ravens send it back down in. Moi Lou clears it to neutral, then dumps it into the Waterloo end. Over to Collins. Collins will take a turn and will wait. She tries to pass it, but it hits a stick and it will bounce to the corner. Going to get collected by Lauren Sauvé. Out in front for Jenny Keller. She'll leave it for Moi Lou at the defense. Back to Keller. Keller still holding on. Has it poked free, so the Sharks are going to have to get onside. Good job by Waterloo. They come back in a shot and a great blocker save, and another penalty coming for roughing. And that's going to go to Jenny Keller. So Sharks taking penalties late. Same thing happened in Waterloo last week, and let's hope this doesn't come around and, I don't want to say bite them, but I'm going to think positive. But Waterloo's putting up a good fight. You see them get one here, and look out, man. It's going to be an interesting 4.5 minutes remaining in this contest. Snyder in the face-off dot. Puck sits there, poked away by the Sharks. All the way down for Earl. She'll leave it for Weiss. Hampered by Urbach. Ravens can't quite clear it. The defense will play catch for a bit. Again, Waterloo can't clear it. Urbach getting a skating away. 30 seconds of this power play gone, and it's spent almost entirely down here in the Waterloo end. Up to Williams. She'll dump it down. Right on target to Sador, and she'll hold on to that one for a whistle. Exactly. 4 minutes to go in the third period. Junior Sharks up 6-3 in this Game 7 of the regular season. Williams will step in, leaves it for Avery Randall, who makes a shot, misses on the near side post. Marin Jugnot will lift it and get it out, and it will come out and go the distance. Again, no icing because of the power play. Randall will collect it behind Earl. Severin's in front, trying to work her way under the puck, or at least get in the way of a couple of passes. Here's Samantha Snyder. She'll come in over the blue line unchallenged, but she'll lose an edge, and she'll hit the deck. Gets right back up. Williams at the blue line. She'll make a shot. Hits a couple of bodies. Go off to the corner and out of the zone. McCoubry trying to bring it in, but it hits her skate and bounces the wrong direction. Sharks taking over in their own end. 20 seconds remaining in the penalty to Keller. It will escape once again and come all the way down. Earl will leave it for Avery Randall. Trying to send it forward. 10 seconds remaining. And nothing happening right now for the Waterloo Ravens on this power play. It'll come right back down into the Waterloo end. This is Larmond. Dusome asking for a pass. It gets to her, but it's intercepted by a Waterloo Raven, and they do clear it to neutral. Moi Moi Lou. Normally a stay-at-home defenseman, but she's making a lot of aggressiveness in her shots and doing a lot of passing up and making a shot in on goal as she enters the Waterloo end. On the boards. Up to Slot. Slot has to get around Dion, and Dion says, nope, I'd like that puck out of here. Ooh. Out to the blue line, and Sean in hits a body. Davies trying to get in on it, and it goes over the crossbar. Waterloo putting on the pressure as we enter the final 2 minutes of this third period. Winter trying to bring it in on her own, and it will come in on the offside. So the third period not quite as jam-packed as the second. But Waterloo putting up a good fight. Back to even strength. Letty to the blue line. Over to Ella Lloyd. Lloyd will pull in. Mayer trying to hold on. Ella Lloyd's got it out in front, and it skips over Mayer's stick. Zador will leave it for Letty. Shot in, and Zador had to be careful. Oh, she tried to pounce on it, but couldn't quite get there, so she'll send it to the corner. And that'll be a stoppage in play. Just about the final minute of play here in the third period. Great bounce back game for the Sharks. Battle behind the net as the Sharks try to clear it. Grace Collins trying to get in on. Oh, Brooke Williams has got it, and she misses over the crossbar. Shot in. Sharks will want to clear it out. Oh, they're coming on the offside, so that'll be a whistle. Pearson had to make a turn and brought it in backwards. Final 30 seconds here of the third period. Once again, the Sharks are back in action tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock as they welcome in the Stony Creek Junior Sabres. I hope you can join us on the live stream then. May Severn with another bid for a goal. Try to poke it in, but Earl puts a stop to that. Just under 20 seconds to go. Stewart on the face-off. Won by the Ravens. They may have one go at it here. Nope, Waterloo put a stop to that at the blue line. No, the Ravens do get it out. Nearly an opportunity for Snyder to make a bid here, but 5 seconds left. Oh, they do make a shot in, and Zadora's got it, and she'll just leave it. As time will expire on this game, and the Sharks will come away with a 6-3 victory over the Waterloo Junior Ravens, putting them back into the win column and improving their score, or the record, to 4-3. Final shots on goal, Barrie 29 to Waterloo's 20. So they definitely made a good comeback in the third period, getting 9 shots on goal in the third period. But will fall to the Barrie Junior Sharks 6-3. My goodness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining in the live stream here this afternoon. For myself, my name is Cheryl Gilroy, and for my tech director, Tim Norton, and my cameraman, Josh McCann, thanks so much for joining the live stream. And as always, keep the faith. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon, folks.